Alright everyone, let's talk about one battle after another. So I finally got around to watching it, and honestly, I'm all in on this one. So I walked into this film expecting it to be some kind of hardcore anti-ICE, anti-Trump vehicle. You know, big political statement, heavy-handed. But what I got was something much more interesting. Balanced, messy, funny, dramatic, and yes, entertaining. So here's the deal. This film is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn. It follows a former revolutionary, that's DiCaprio, who gets pulled back into chaos when old ghosts show up. I don't want to spoil everything, but it sets off one battle after another, as the title suggests. So, things I loved about it. The big one is the message. I totally agree with what the film is saying, that the culture wars, the radical politics, the backlash, the systems of power, they're not tidy. The film doesn't just point to one side as the villain and the other side as the saint. Instead, it shows how both sides are tangled up in the same mess. That balance surprised me and gave it much more weight. It's more balanced than I expected. Because like I said, I sort of expected the film to target one side, like ICE, Trump, all of that, and to leave the other side untouched or whitewashed. Instead, I got criticism of both sides, both extremes. And not just that, but satire of both sides. And the message that maybe the real problem is the cycle of fighting rather than just one side winning. It's a searing indictment of this particular moment in American history, but it's also fun and propulsive. It was wild to see that mix of serious and silly together. The other part is the comic scenes. Some of the funniest moments come out of nowhere. There are sequences that feel like screwball comedy in the middle of what otherwise feels like a high-stakes action thesis film. The tonal swings work beautifully. Let's talk a little bit about DiCaprio and Penn's performances. So DiCaprio, he plays this weary former revolutionary who's partly mess, partly hero. He's fantastic. And Sean Penn, I mean, wow. Penn delivers a chilling, over-the-top yet grounded performance. It might be his best work in years. He definitely deserves an Oscar nomination, if anything, for his performance. But together, they carry the film in ways that made the film concept feel emotionally resonant. The running time is about 162 minutes, so yes, it demands your attention. But if you stick with it, it will satisfy you. Visually, it's big. Car chases, desert roads, that sort of visceral energy. It's also steeped in themes of resistance, father-daughter relationships, yes, there's a daughter subplot, identity shift. One of my favorite scenes though, no spoiler, is the scene involving the chase through the hills. It felt like cinema at pure speed and style. Now, full transparency, it's not perfect because it's going big with themes and tone changes and comic bits. At times it feels like it's juggling too much. Some characters could have had much more room to breathe. If you like more focused storytelling, this may feel scattered, but for me that scatter was part of the thrill, and I think a lot of it worked. But if you're into films that make you think but also make you laugh, films that aren't just political propaganda but ask bigger questions, films that feature actor work you'll talk about afterwards, and if you are looking for a film and don't mind a wild, slightly messy ride, then definitely go see this if you can. It deserves to be seen at least once. So there it is, one battle after another surprised me in the best possible way. It could have been a flat, one-sided attack flick, but instead it's bold, funny, balanced, and soaked in style. I'm glad I watched it, and I would definitely watch it again to see if I get anything else out of it. Now, one other thing, there is a possibility of a sequel. There is setup for that. I'm gonna do a separate video on this later on for what that is like and what that could be about. So stay tuned for that. But that's pretty much my review and breakdown of One Battle After Another. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you see the film yet? What did you make of it? Did you expect one kind of movie and get another like I did? And if you haven't seen it yet, would you now see it after this review? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.